You want basketball? We got you.
What about plays on the turf? We got you covered.
Or maybe even a knock right out of the park.
We give you our takes on the latest sports news, music, and anything trending around the world.
You are now in the clutch with Nia
and Malik. What is going on, guys? Episode 27 of In the Clutch podcast.
We bike.
With Nia and Malik.
We bike.
Doing it again.
Again.
Nia, what's going on?
Malik Brown, just one of them days.
Yeah, man, look, it's raining.
Ugh.
It's Friday.
Ugh.
That's not a bad. That's a bad combination.
It is like
Bad combo.
I'm sick of the rain though, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's cold too.
It's not that cold.
Yeah, it's not as cold as it used to be.
But we almost, to the best season of the year. Spring.
You like spring better than fall?
Yes, because number one, my birthday's in spring. Number two,
okay, that's understandable.
It's the sun. The sun is out. It's hot. You can wear shorts again. You gotta wear no coat. Daylight savings time. I put that at the bottom, so we're gonna talk about that a little later. But daylight savings time is almost here.
That's crazy. Like,
this is a great season. I love that transition between winter to spring season.
I don't like the bees and the wasps, and I don't like that. That's the one thing I don't like about spring, because I just know it's coming.
Yeah.
And the pollen, oh man, because I'm allergic to pollen. Ooh. So it's not a very good time for me, spring or summer. Yikes. Fall is like, everything's just kind of at a standstill. It's not really that cold. So fall is mine. Fall is my season for sure.
Snooze fest. Boring. What are we naming this episode today?
So we contemplated. We're just going to name it the Rudy Gobert episode. We thought about Jamal Murray, but after what he did, man, maybe, it can't be a next time. There will not be another episode set 27. So you missed your chance, Jamal Murray. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Because
should have passed the ball.
Terrible basketball IQ. Still a hooper, but come on.
Passed the ball.
You should have did it. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. But we are about to go into clutch update, so y'all stay tuned.
All right, guys, we are back with clutch update. And before we get into anything, we just want to say prayers to Tiger Woods. He was involved in a single car crash earlier this week, and he suffered shattered ankle and 2 leg fractures. It was really bad. But they said that he's transferred to another hospital now. So I guess I don't know if they're doing anything different or whatnot. But prayers to Tiger Woods. That was some crazy news just out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was. And I'm thankful that he is okay.
Yeah. It
was very scary. It looked like did he flip down
I think so, yeah.
Cliff almost.
Yeah. Very,
very scary. What bothered me the most about this though is just kind of some of the negative responses, people who have these large platforms, people who may not be of color, making these statements saying, oh, I'm not surprised, or we know that he had some issues with painkillers and all that other stuff. And it's just like he could have lost his life. Right, and that's the first thing that y'all want to bring up. Yeah. And I don't know if you remember this, but I saw this subject going on Twitter where people were talking about, remember when Tiger Woods had his whole cheating scandal situation? And I just remember being young and just thinking at that time, I thought Tiger did something very, very bad.
Yeah, right.
And of course, cheating is unacceptable, but they made it seem like Tiger had did something extreme.
They blew it up.
Yes. And so when you have such a clean record and they dig and dig and dig for anything negative because of his stature as a black man, whether if he identifies as black or not, whatever. But I don't know. I didn't like some of the responses and how people just automatically assumed that it had something to do with his issues and his battle of painkillers.
Yeah. What bothered me is like, first thing they asked, was he drunk?
Right.
Like, dang, bruh. Like, that's the first thing that comes to your mind is the dude drunk. I mean, I understand, like, single car crash, something going. But
right.
like you said, the fact with his history, that's exactly why they brought it up.
Mm-hmm.
And people had to explain it, like, no, he wasn't drunk or whatnot. But, yeah, you do one bad thing and you a celebrity, like, in the past, and then later on in your life or career, they going to bring it up. Like, that's just how life is. But it shouldn't be like that. Like, we shouldn't have to put a negative light on somebody, something that they did years ago, and it wasn't even like, I mean, like you said, it's cheating. But I remember it too. The paparazzi was all at this man's house. I'm talking about all in this man. He was in the car, like flashes every. I vividly remember that.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah. So, I'm glad he's okay, because that was very scary, and I don't think that we can afford to lose yet another legend.
Right. I'm saying, like, I mean, there should be no question. He's probably one of the greatest golf players that we've seen.
Ever.
Like, I mean, hands down. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't want to write him off too quickly, but I'm wondering how his career would go now. Is this retirement coming up for him? I know he's had some issues with his back. Now, 2 of his legs were basically crushed. Ankle. I'm sure he's had more back issues because of the accident. So, regardless of which, I'm so glad that he's okay, and I just wish him a speedy and healthy, but also very good recovery mentally and physically. Right,
prayers to Tiger. All right, on to some NBA news. Of course, the first thing we got to talk about are these AllStar snubs. So, you know, the reserves came out early this week.
Right.
And, I mean, it was somewhat disappointing again.
Yeah.
We got the same person getting snubbed every year, Devin Booker.
Yep.
We had Trae Young. He didn't make it in his own city.
Yep.
And then you had, it was another one for me, Sabonis. But
absolutely.
Devin Booker and Sabonis are in now.
Right.
We just learned that KD, it will be out like until further the All-Star break or whatnot. So Sabonis replaced KD. Devin Booker replaced AD. So they're in. But the loner is Trae Young.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, despite how rocky this season has been for Trae, I mean, he's still putting up the numbers.
Yeah.
And he's one of the greatest young point guards in the league right now, hands down. So
it doesn't make sense. It's crazy because, and with going back to Devin Booker, it's like they reason they said that he didn't get in the past couple of years because he's an empty stats guy, doesn't play defense, he doesn't have any impact on the team. Okay, so this year he's averaging 24 points. Team is 4th in the Western Conference. He's winning now. Like, I mean, he still doesn't get in.
It's crazy to me because did you see the post that Master from Bleacher Report had made about
the
sports nerds and all that other stuff?
Yeah, I did see that.
And I didn't even realize. I mean, and you know, this is no shade to anybody, but I know for me, like, you know, us hooping and stuff like that, you know, like you can hoop.
Right.
You know, numbers, of course, numbers are important, but like nobody is pressed on, his plus and minus or this, that, and the third.
The PRs and
But I get from their standpoint of people who really don't understand the game, but they've studied the statistics or they study how they can make themselves relevant when they are when they're talking about the game.
Right, yeah.
Because they don't know how to analyze the game or see the game as some people from the athletic standpoint. So, honestly, that's bullcrap to me about what they say about D-Book because he's talented. Should have been in the. It shouldn't even have gotten to this point.
Yeah, it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have. And I
Crazy.
mean, with Trae, I feel like he should. I mean, he's top 10 in assists and points, and he was the only player that didn't get in that was top 10 in scoring.
Wow.
And I'm like, bro, like, what? And it's like, it seems like these coaches, they value winning over stats.
Right.
Like, I mean, I understand, but it's an all-star game.
Yeah.
We don't care about the
Supposed to be
winning at
having
this
fun.
point. Like
Yeah.
we having fun. We having fun. Like we want to see lobs, deep threes. Like
Yeah.
like the statistics don't really matter. They matter, but at a certain point, like the winning doesn't even matter at that point. So
we want to see good basketball.
Exactly.
And if somebody is a fan favorite and is putting up the numbers, I mean, we saw what D-Book could do.
right.
We saw what he did in the bubble. You know? So look, too many politics in my
Disrespect.
opinion.
Too many politics.
Too many politics.
Yep.
Way too many politics. For real.
All right. So the Timberwolves fired Ryan Saunders earlier this week.
Yep.
And it's maybe 10 minutes after they hired Chris Finch, the Raptors assistant. And just completely ignored that they have Vanderpool on their bench. Another black man is just
It's disturbing.
It happens. It's happening a lot.
It's disturbing.
It's happening a lot.
It's disturbing. You saw how quick that was, right? So that was already set in place. And Dame made a very good point when he tweeted what he tweeted.
What did he say? I think he said something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, how the hell do you not hire David Vanderpool and he's right there on the bench?"
It's crazy.
I mean, Dave came out and said that he's the reason that Dame and CJ are Dame and CJ right now. Wow. Like he has a big influence on how their game has evolved over the years.
Yeah.
Like he's a winning assistant coach. He's been on winning teams. How is this dude not a head coach?
It's sickening to me. And nobody wants to admit, you know, what we know is the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to admit that, which is totally fine. But it's annoying and it's disappointing. It can be very, very disappointing. Especially, I can know how frustrating it is to be a coach of your stature and just to know what you've done for players and what you've done in this league. And yet again, you still, come on now, in a matter of 10 minutes.
Yeah. It was so quick.
It was very quick.
Looking at Shams' tweets the whole time, like, okay, fire Ryan Sanders. And then maybe like 5 minutes later, they're hiring Chris Finch. And I'm like, dang, bro, that was real. Like, you kind of knew what was going to go on for a couple of days if you had this plan.
This was already planned.
Boy.
Yeah, crazy.
Okay, so trade talks are heating up, of course. And Kyle Lowry is the new guy that's on the trade. Well, I wouldn't say he's particularly on the trade block. It's just rumors of now. But, of course, Kyle Lowry is on the last year of his deal. And at this, the Raptors been struggling. Yeah. They've been struggling this year. They have picked it up recently, but Fred VanVleet, he's been turning up. So at this point, it's like, okay, do you really need Kyle Lowry? I mean, he's a serviceable player, but Fred has been turning up, and Siakam, like, they have a good, solid team. So I think they may be looking to trade him, and I think the three teams they said were the Heat, the Sixers, and I'm missing one, and the Clippers.
Okay.
So I think either three of those teams would be a solid fit for him. I just don't know. You know, you with rumors, you don't really know what's true or what's not. So
yeah. Look, we got a March Madness, meaning NCAA and NBA, because the trade deadline is March 25th. And there will be a lot of moves being made. I did see that former Atlanta Hawk Damian Jones got signed to a 10-day contract with the Lakers. And, you know, it's just very interesting to me. That's all I have to say is, I mean, you see he's laughing. So,
oh, boy.
Wow.
Yo, hey, man, that came up on my watch earlier today. And I was like, the same Atlanta Hawks Damian Jones, the Damian Jones that couldn't. You know what? Nah, I ain't gonna do it.
You know, and it's so funny when they put the tweets out, like Jones averaged 5.6 points with the Atlanta Hawks, and he's done this and done that, and he's this rebounder and that rebounder. And I'm just tell you this: if you did not cover the Atlanta Hawks or watch the Atlanta Hawks closely last year,
only reason he averaged 5 points was because he was catching lobs. He was just there. I mean, he don't really offer anything
he
else.
Was just there. That's the best way you can put it is that he was just there. Like when he got in, he was just there.
Poor guy.
So yeah, trade deadline is going to be very interesting.
Brown?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Trade deadline is going to be very interesting for sure. A lot of moves are going to be made.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see what some of these teams add on to what they have and what they let go.
Can we talk about how the Celtics fumble in the bag real quick, though?
Go ahead.
They fumbling the bag, bro. Look, listen. I mean, they struggling too. Honestly, the two teams that are not doing bad are the Sixers and the Nets. The Nets and the Sixers are fine. From third to about the third seed to about the 12th seed, they all kind of in that same little 2-game behind hole. But the Celtics are like, they should be up there with they are third. I think they are third in the East, but they should be better than what they look like right now.
They are 9 in the East.
They're 9th?
They are 9th.
No, see, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm talking about.
They're tied with Miami right now.
One day you third in the East, and then after that, you said 9th?
9th. But they're not consistent.
They're not.
They're not consistent at all.
They're not. And I saw somebody, honestly, I don't know who it was. It was like a report of an anonymous player saying that Tatum and Brown, all they do is score. They can't really do much else for you. So that's probably why they, are struggling. But I don't know. I just feel like they need something else. I don't know what they need, though. We'll see.
Defenders. A big man. Because
they do need a big man.
Because Tice is just not.
Yeah. But Tice is serviceable.
He's
is, okay.
But he's not.
He's not that.
He will be a great backup.
Yeah, true. You're right.
Because he's not consistent either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kemba
can't stay healthy.
Marcus Smart's hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, all you really got is Jason and Jalen at this point. So
yeah.
But
they'll make those adjustments.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Yeah.
They're going to make those adjustments. Same thing for the Lakers. Yeah. They got to make some adjustments. Ooh. So everybody not freak out. Yeah. Everybody not freak out.
Relax.
Relax. They gonna be fine. But see, that's what people gotta understand is that, it's basketball.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna win every single game.
You're not gonna go 72-0.
You're just not. It's just totally impossible. You're gonna have your days where you're up and down, and everybody they want to make all these different analysis and all these different storylines and why aren't the Celtics winning this or why aren't they doing that? Like, granted, yes, they don't look good right now, but it's okay for teams to have some fall offs and to come back. Now, if they are continuing on doing the same thing going in the second half of the season, that's when
we got problems.
We got problems. But I mean, it's still very early.
No training camp,
right?
All that stuff. Yeah,
you saw what everybody said about the Lakers last year.
Yeah,
and they went on to win the championship. So I mean.
Yeah, I was one of those people. Dang.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all may have got caught up in it because of just how much of a storyline they made around it.
Yes.
And so now we have to understand that basketball is basketball, and not everybody's going to come in 100% every single game. These are athletes, human beings we are talking about. Not robots, not movie characters, athletes. Humans. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. All right, on to some great news.
Great news.
I know last week I said shout out to Renee Montgomery, but I didn't know she was finna do this. But Renee Montgomery is now a part owner of the Atlanta Dream.
Right.
Okay, what's up? Okay, so you may have seen, but if you have not seen, I am now the co-owner of the Atlanta Dream, and I'm so excited. I have so much to say. Check out Remotely Renee. I'm going to tell you all about it.
That is lit, y'all.
First of all, great way to end Black History Month.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely great way to end Black History Month, because we all know the storyline from this summer with the protests happening, the WNBA leading the charge in social justice, and the comments that former Senator Kelly Loeffler had made. She never supported Black Lives Matter, of course. She never supported LGBTQ people. Like, it was just like, what's the point of you even being an owner of a WNBA team when about 75 to 85% of the athletes in this league are black women, and a good, I don't know how much of a percentage, but about a good amount of these women that are in this league are a part of the LGBTQ plus community. So if you can't respect that,
you gotta go.
Why are you owning a team? And so I commend Renee, because Renee has been doing some incredible things since she's opted out last year. of course, focusing on social justice. Shout out to her. I know that, during the time when George Floyd protests were happening and stuff like that, she was out feeding protesters and doing peaceful things and stuff like that. Of course, now, she, even during her time on NBA TV, they had gave her own segment to talk about the WNBA and give her analysis and stuff like that, which is great. I hope that she's still going to be a part of that because we need that.
Yeah, for sure.
The WNBA needs that. And I hope that by next season, it's the norm where every time you're clicking in, you see a WNBA segment.
Right.
And then, of course, she is now the pre and post game analyst, studio analyst for the Atlanta Hawks.
Going crazy.
Adding so much flavor to that
fun.
broadcast.
It's fun.
It's fun to watch the Hawks broadcast.
We needed some juice.
Yeah.
We needed some juice like that, man.
So shout out to her. And then now here we are. You are a part owner of your former team.
She going off.
And the first player. The first former WNBA player.
And she's been a very accomplished WNBA player
Absolutely.
as well. Very accomplished.
Absolutely. 2-time WNBA champ. 11 seasons.
11 seasons. She won 6 Man of the Year too, right?
Yep.
See, man, that's black excellence right there.
That's a flex.
That is a flex.
That's a major flex.
That is a major flex. Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah, you're winning in all aspects.
Wow.
Honestly. That's crazy.
That's just incredible. And shout out to her for being such a trailblazer for young black women and minorities because now it showed like, wow, I can do it too. And also this too. Now I'm sure other former WNBA players are going to try and tap in to figure out how they can own stuff because they know the league more than anybody. They've played in it. They know what the players and the athletes want.
Right.
So she just announced her retirement earlier this month.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So
like last week, wasn't it?
It was about 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, man.
Black women are incredible.
Renee,
man.
you about 20 minutes from where we recording. I mean, I'm just saying, you could come on the podcast or whatnot. Just, chop it up, talk some sports. We love you, Renee.
No, for real. Agile, your flavor, studio analysis, all that good stuff, So shout out to her. Black women are incredible.
Yes,
Renee is incredible. Thank you for being such an inspiration to a lot of black women and black young ladies and women, period. Showing that they can do anything. Anything is possible. Right. And just going back to nobody knowing the league more than former athletes or women of color or whatever it is, because you need more people who can relate to these athletes to make the league better.
Yeah.
And just off of the situation, she's had the support from LeBron,
Sure, LeBron, yep, true. LeBron quoted it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I saw that.
So I knew that I wasn't shocked because there was already a lot of buzz going around saying that, she may be,
somebody was,
and
her,
LeBron,
Melo. I know they had all came out and said
absolutely. Absolutely. So I hope to see more of this. Definitely going to increase the league. I cannot wait to see what she does for the Atlanta Dream, and I am excited for this season. Absolutely.
Okay, let's go on to some football. So Dak Prescott and the Cowboys are still struggling to get a deal done. Now, man, it was a while ago when we were talking about this. Maybe like a little bit before the season we were talking about this. And, of course, they franchise tagged him. Didn't give him a deal. I think he wanted four years. They wanted 5. He wasn't having it. So he bet on himself. And, of course, it didn't work out in his favor because he got hurt, of course, and was out for the rest of the season. But when you saw the Cowboys after Dak Prescott, they sucked.
Absolutely.
They sucked. They were
Dumpster
4-7. So they scored 11.5 fewer points, and the total offense and passing yards dropped by like 100. So if you didn't know, and I think they didn't score their first touchdown until after 3 games after Dak Prescott was hurt. Yeah. So if it's any more that Dak Prescott needs to say when he goes into meeting with Jerry Jones, this is all he needs to say, really. This is all he really need to say. But it seems like the Cowboys are still struggling to even like want to offer him a deal. So what I think they might do, they're probably going to franchise tag him again. And after that, he's gone.
What is up with
He's gone.
What is up with franchises not really respecting their quarterbacks, their black quarterbacks? Why is it that it just seems like it is very hard to be a black quarterback in this league?
Right now, yeah. Because when you look at all the news, I mean,
Jesus.
all you see is the black quarterbacks going through some type of problem with their team.
And it's like it's really not even in their control,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah, it's not. It's not at all. The owners, I'm telling you, it's something about NFL owners where it's just like they just got this power struggle. Like it's crazy.
Hello, you know their history. Come on,
you're right. Yeah,
are
right.
we shocked? Are we shocked? Because I'm not. You know, like it's more of like shut up and play for me.
Yeah,
I own
that's
you.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Which is sickening because a lot needs to change. Like Deshaun Watson shouldn't be looked at as a disturbance or someone who should just shut up and just play.
Yeah, they're not fulfilling his needs, so somebody got to go.
What a mess.
And I'm glad you said that about Deshaun Watson because he had a meeting with the head coach this week and he reiterated he wants out.
He wants out.
He wants out.
He wants out.
There's no rekindling the friendship if it was even there with the head coach. He doesn't want any parts of Houston.
Well, I mean, because the trust is broken.
Yeah, it's gone.
Y'all lied to me.
It's gone.
Y'all said that y'all were going to get a black coach here.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen. And then you didn't even add me into the meeting.
Yep.
That you said you were going to include
That
me
you
on
were
in the
going
hiring process. You completely played me. So I don't trust y'all,
Yeah.
and I don't want to bring nothing else to this franchise.
Y'all got to put some more respect on y'all franchise players. These are y'all franchise players, and y'all treating them like trash.
Come on.
Like dumpster juice.
Yeah, no.
Deshaun Watson is generational. Like he's shown, I mean, he's done amazing things with below average players, above average players. I mean, I don't know what else he got to prove to you. Like, so at this point, if you're not giving what he need, he out.
He out. Absolutely.
And then we go on to Russell Wilson.
Ooh.
He, look, it's like I said, like
Gosh.
you said, it's a black man after black.
Jesus.
So the reports came out that he wanted to trade, but after that they said that he didn't demand a trade. But if it was a trade to happen, he would have like about 4 teams on his radar. But the reason we're here right now is because Russell Wilson has been getting hit a lot the past couple of years. Like he's been the most hit quarterback.
Yeah.
So all he wants is protection.
Protection.
He wants better personnel. He wants to be able to control the offense.
Right.
They're not giving him any of those things.
Of course. Like, oh, that sounds good, but.
So I know Pete Carroll, he's a run-heavy guy. Like, of course, we know the early years of Russell Wilson. Marshawn Lynch was that guy, of course. But, I mean, as the years progressed, Russell Wilson showed, like, okay, I can do this. Like, I don't need the run game. Like, I can pass the ball. And he's done a pretty good job of it. So I feel like there's a power struggle there as well between him and the head coach. Of course, they're not giving him what he wants. So I don't know. I feel like this relationship, or if it even is like something wrong, I feel like it can be fixed. I mean, it's not.
It's not that. But
Yeah.
You know how they're going to do.
Yeah, you're right.
Drag this. Oh, Russell Wilson. Oh, he's so upset. Oh, he doesn't want this. And I mean, it's evident that he wants to be in Seattle.
Yeah, right.
He wants to bring a championship to Seattle. And I mean, we could tell by his leadership on and off the field.
Exactly, yeah.
So you know how it is. And I'm just hoping that, next season is a better year for black quarterbacks in this league.
Really,
because
really.
I don't know if everybody's in their feelings, because nobody, how it was, the stereotypes of, quarterbacks and all that stuff, black quarterbacks and all that good stuff. And you should value your players.
Yeah.
And you should listen to your players, because at the end of the day, they are the reason why.
They're the reason you're where you are now.
I
understand you giving them the checks, but they bringing you the wins.
You
and
feel
everything
me?
Else after that. So.
Respect. It goes a long way.
Yeah, they don't get that though.
No. But all right, next up we got You Gotta Be Kidding Me. Stay tuned.
All right, guys, we are back with You Gotta Be Kidding Me. Bobby Shmurda is bite,
He's
y'all.
out. Woo.
Finally.
How long ago? That we were in high school, right?
Yeah, it was
Sophomore,
6
junior?
years. 6 years.
How long ago?
2015. That was 15.
Really?
That was That was like end of.
It wasn't 2014. Maybe it was like the beginning. No,
Nah, because I think didn't the song drop when we were in 12th grade, right?
I thought
That
it dropped
song.
when we were like in 11th grade, 2014.
Maybe I don't know.
I think it dropped in 2014. Then he went to jail.
Yeah, a little. I don't know, bro. It's been a minute.
It's been a very long time.
But I feel like the past 3 years, everybody was like, he's supposed to get out today,
He's supposed to get
next
out,
week,
yeah.
next month.
And they kept prolonging
next year.
They kept prolonging it, but he's finally out. So much has changed since.
For real.
I didn't realize how much had changed until like we were like when everybody was talking about, dang, this was going on when he was still out, or this was going on when he was still out. And then like somebody did like a screenshot of the old Instagram page, like how Instagram used to look
with the old logo.
Yeah. He ain't been out since that long. Like,
wow. Yeah. Instagram they had like what two different
a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Crazy. I just hope like he is cool, he's chill, he
Yeah.
don't be on no crazy stuff, because it seems like, you know, when some people get out of jail, they just get stupid.
Yeah. They get
Boosie,
right back in it.
you know, like.
I saw a video. I think he was in the club, and I think
They were trying to offer him some liquor.
He was like, nah.
Yeah, and he showed his water. He's like, I got water.
So like you're on the right track.
Yeah.
Quavo did pick him up in the jet, so you know how extra Quavo got
Of course.
So
No, that's great. I'm glad that he's out.
Right.
We all know, like, you know, why he went. Didn't, you know, street code.
yeah,
Totally respect it. So let's just hope he's out. He's doing some good things. He stays out of trouble and puts some good music out and lives a healthy and positive life. I do not want him to get on Instagram and be a cloud chaser and get on live.
like 6ix9ine.
And, you know,
Boy, I don't want him arguing with 6ix9ine, bro. That's bad news.
I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of just everybody be quiet and everybody just be cool, be chill. Like, what's wrong with that?
Well, I'm glad you said that because our next topic is Meek Mill, and he has a hard time doing that, and has had a hard time doing that recently. So there was a song leak with Meek Mill and Lil Baby, and in one of the lyrics, Meek Mill said, "If I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. It'd be another Kobe." First of all, why? What made you? Like, it wasn't even any type of like respect, like a respect lyric. It was like, I'm finna go out like this dude just died. Like that. It was that's crazy. So Vanessa Bryan, of course, has been dealing with this. Like you've seen on Instagram all this. Like you've seen like how she's still dealing with this. And she went on Instagram and said, "I find this line to be extremely insensitive and disrespectful, period. I am not familiar with any of your music, but I believe you can do better than this. If you are a fan, fine. There's a better way to show your admiration for my husband. This lacks respect and tact." It's
sick. And I want people to understand, like, they're like, oh, it's just a song lyric. Like, no.
Nah, it's not.
No,
It's not.
it's not. Like,
You see people still dealing with this. Like,
there was, including Kobe, there were 7 other people,
right,
including his daughter, that lost their lives. Why?
that was your song lyric.
And y'all know, like, everybody knows that Vanessa Bryan, what she's been going through. She has not had one break.
Exactly, yeah. Somebody always doing something.
Somebody's always doing something.
Leaking the helicopter crash or putting it on the day he actually that happened. Like,
she found out through TMZ.
yeah, right.
Her and her mother been going back and forth between this it's just a lot. And I don't understand why people just don't respect other people. But you want somebody to respect you.
Exactly, yeah.
When you're going through something.
Yeah.
Honestly, like and just even going back to, you know, Bobby Shmurda being out, and when I put emphasis on when he's now that he's released and now that you're out here, like, I hope that you are humble.
Yeah.
And it seems like a lot of people ain't humble. Meek Mill, you done been through all of this stuff and you still
doing that stuff, man.
Still.
I thought he had it together for a minute after he got
thought
out of
so
jail.
too.
You know, a couple years.
No.
But it seemed like he still ain't. He just it seemed like he's clout chasing now.
Clout chasing.
That's what it
clout
is.
Clout chasing, running his mouth, always speaking on stuff that has nothing to do with him. You knew what you were gonna get out of this when you wrote that lyric or whoever wrote it for you. That's wrong. That's foul. The way Kobe died had to be one of the most gut-wrenching things that I've ever heard or seen in my life. It was traumatizing to everybody. It affected the whole world. How dare you?
He's crazy.
He's sick. So, yeah. Hell no to that lyric. Absolutely not. You're disrespectful.
No,
you're disrespectful. And then when something tragic happens to you or something bad happens to you, you want everybody to feel bad for you.
Right, yeah. He on there was beefing with 6ix9ine like 2 weeks ago, and he
So
wanted everybody to
stupid.
feel like he was the good guy or whatnot. Like, bruh, stop it. Y'all both childish. Y'all both immature.
Lame.
All right. So, more news. You know, heard about the high school camper going at it with Cam.
Yep.
So I'm pretty sure you've all heard it, but if you're not, it was a video going out. Basically, the kid was basically saying, you're a free agent. Basically saying, you suck or whatnot. Dude, Cam.
You're a free agent. You're a free agent. I'm rich. You're a free agent. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You're a free agent. I'm rich. You're a free agent. I'm rich. He's a free agent. Where your daddy at? Let me talk to your dad. Let me talk to your dad. Where's your dad? You're a free agent. Where's your dad? You're a free agent. You're a free agent. You ass. Talk to. Let me. Where's your dad? Where's your pop? You ass. Where's the pack?
And Cam responded with, where's your dad? Or just, trying to talk to his dad or whatnot, saying he's rich and whatnot. But then, like, I think a couple minutes or maybe a couple hours later, Cam Newton released a video of his side, basically asking the questions to the player about his team and the performance or whatnot. And it seemed like the kid was, like, getting kind of offensive or whatnot. But the next day, the kid offered an apology on Twitter.
His parents made him apologize, I'm sure, but continue.
And I'm like, first of all, it shouldn't have got to that. It shouldn't have got to that point. Because I'm like, I'm going to blame the parents. I'm going to blame the parents on the whole situation.
Yeah.
It's certain ways, I guess, you got to raise your kids or whatnot. I mean, I understand, like, the whole trash talk thing or whatnot.
Right.
But at that point, it just seemed like it wasn't, like, any type of good trash talk. It was, like, trying to, like, down the man at that point. Yeah, like, I mean, another black man, like, and it's crazy because you're at this camp because you're trying to get to where this man has been.
Right.
The man has been to the Super Bowl. He's been an MVP. He's been in the league for a minute. Like, he's been doing his thing. Of course, he's had his things the past couple seasons, but, like, he's an accomplished quarterback.
Yeah.
You want to be where he is, and you talking down on him.
You're disrespecting him.
Not the first thing you ask is, oh, can you help me with this, or can I get some advice on this or that? You talking about he a free agent. What does that have to do with anything?
Now, and was this at his 707 camp that he was?
Cam said it wasn't his camp.
Okay.
It wasn't his camp.
Okay.
He was
Okay.
at somebody else's camp.
Okay.
Yeah. So, which would even been worse if it was his camp.
Absolutely.
Like, why are you at the man's camp and you talking down
Disrespecting
on him?
him.
It's crazy.
People are different. I hope this is a lesson learned for the kid.
Yeah.
And I want people to understand that, because I saw that some people were defending the kid, like, oh, you guys are too hard on him and this, that, and the third. But the thing about it is, number one, you've disrespected Cam Newton.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever is your take on him,
Yeah.
whatever, who cares? This is Cam Newton.
Right.
Who will for sure be on someone's NFL roster
for
this
sure.
upcoming season.
Yeah.
Number two, you are the one that's at a camp. You're trying to get recruited, okay? You're trying to go to college. You're trying to get to where Cam is at.
Right.
And I want people to understand this, is that, again, even going back to what we had said earlier in Clutch Update, how we talk about, everybody's panicking because of the Lakers and the Celtics are having, up and down. They're up and down right now. This is what I want people to understand. Cam Newton is a human being. Cam Newton is an athlete. Okay. You're not going to come out and, Cam Newton has won 10 Super Bowls and did this and did that and blah, 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 blah.
Sure.
So my thing is that everybody's so quick to call somebody trash, and you haven't even made it to where this man is at.
You're not even there yet. You ain't even.
You may not even make it.
That's what I'm saying. You went. I think a couple people on his. I think like football player, like they have like little profiles. Dude didn't even really had it much on his profile. He had like maybe like a couple videos or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like he's not even. He ain't even in that position as like where he is right now to even be talking like that. Like I don't even think he's like the best player on the team.
But see, that's the frustrating part. At least for me, is the fact that you have ruined your chances because now this is viral.
Yeah.
This was talked about on national television.
Right.
They know your name. They know your face. That's going to mess up you even getting the opportunity to go play on a collegiate level.
Exactly.
Granted, I'm not saying this kid won't get a scholarship to go somewhere, but you've ruined your chances to get anywhere good or anywhere big because you've ran your mouth. And you've done this for clout and TikTok.
He does is whether it's he doesn't make it or if he does make it, that video is going to be attached to this kid for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life.
Oh dang, the kid that was talking trash to Cam Newton is not. He didn't make it to this team or whatnot, or the number one ranked guy. The dude that was talking about Cam Newton is number one ranked or whatnot. Like he's gonna always be attached to Cam Newton,
and he's gonna hate it.
He's gonna hate it.
He's gonna hate it. But he brought that on himself.
Yeah, he did.
He brought that on himself. Yeah. Respect goes a very, very long way. A very long way. So I'm sure now he feels ridiculous.
I blame the parents.
Yeah. That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to. Respect.
Yeah.
Respect takes you a long way. So hope the kid has learned his lesson. Cam handled it, you know.
He handled it well. He handled it, yeah.
You know, it is what it is. But I promise you, they gonna get that boy smoked for the rest of his life.
Yeah, he's not gonna let this one down.
No, sorry, kid.
Sorry to this man.
Sorry to this man. Sorry to this man.
All right, y'all. We're about to wrap it up.
Yeah. Daylight savings time.
Man, I forgot about that one. Oh, man, when is it? When is daylight savings time?
Next 2 weeks. It's coming up. I don't know when exactly. Let me see. Do you prefer daylight savings time?
Daylight savings time. Whatever we had going on, like
March 14th is when the clocks will spring forward. So that means the sun is out longer.
Wait, are we gaining or losing?
Losing.
Okay, bet. That's good.
I'm cool with that.
That's good.
As long as it's more sun for me, I don't care.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's 5 o'clock and it looked about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I ain't like that.
It feels like 10 o'clock at night,
yeah,
right?
I had to get used to that for a minute. But dang, bro, time going by fast.
Hasn't it?
Gonna be in March.
Yeah.
What? The beginning of March is what? Monday?
Yeah.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But I just wanted to ask your thoughts on daylight savings time. So we are about to wrap this episode right now. Stay tuned.
Wrap it up then. Guys, that is the end of episode 27.
Although we've gone to the end of
You know what's funny? That's the only song I know by them.
Anyways.
Sorry, y'all.
I don't have time for
Sorry, y'all.
Right now.
I got a question for you, though. I got a question. One of my friends posed this question to me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you were to make a song with any Atlanta rapper, who would it be?
Atlanta rapper. Like of all time or like our current?
And all time.
Outcast.
I had a feeling you'd go that route. I had a feeling she'd go that route, y'all.
Absolutely.
I knew it.
I mean, because just their art of storytelling.
Yeah.
Their creativity. They're just dope. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that's just my kind of music.
Like it.
But if I wanted to be on some trap stuff, Nudie. Easily. Easily. I am in the studio with Nudie. Absolutely. I'm in there.
Oh, man.
I'm in there.
Bruh.
I'm in there.
I need to know the name of the song. Because he like food.
We're going to call it Mrs. Winners.
Mrs. Winners.
We gonna call it Mrs. Winters.
Glenwood, y'all.
On the Glenwood.
Oh man.
Shout out to Nudie.
Yo,
I love Nudie.
Shout out to Nudie for real.
I love Nudie. Like, I can't wait for the next project. I love Nudie. I'm a Nudie stan. How about you?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I need that 4 p.m. chain.
Okay.
I need that 4 p.m. chain. I'm going straight to Nudie.
Okay.
Just because I want the chain. Just because I want the chain.
So he doing it for the
I
chain.
want the chain, man. I'm
Not
being
even
honest.
for the music.
I mean, we gonna make some good music, but I want the chain too. I want him to come on, crown me, man. I want that chain.
Jesus Christ.
And I don't even wear chains like that. But that 4PF chain do something different to you, I think. I'm just saying. I just want the 4PF chain.
This
That's
guy. This guy. Anyways, y'all, thanks for tuning in. That was episode 27. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at In The Clutch Pod. We don't know where Ricky's going to put it, but
We're gonna put it somewhere.
Somewhere.
We never know when to go.
Right. So Twitter and Instagram, you can follow us at In The Clutch Pod. Give us a follow. We will follow you back. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Breaker, and everything under the sun. You can listen and you can also see us. So make sure you guys take a look, take a listen, and new content is on the way. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Nia on Air.
Follow me on Twitter at _Malik ATL and on Instagram as well.
Hey, that's episode 27. Thanks for tuning in.
That's it, y'all. Deuces.